So today we had the actual scrutineering. We had an 11 o'clock slot. When we got up there, there was already quite a couple of cars. It's quite well managed though, because everybody's told what time they have to be there. So there isn't a huge long queue, but because it takes quite a while, and cars have been sent back to have stuff rectified on them and all that kind of stuff, and they're back in the queue, you have to sort of wait around. It's also quite a sort of tense time, because we had obviously the issues with the roll cage from the FIA that was inspected yesterday, but we hadn't actually got any documentation showing that it was officially signed off. But anyway, then the FIA guys had a look at our car, before it goes into the main scrutineering area. I got a chance to wander around and have a look at the other guys, the little side-by-sides. The side-by-sides have become quite a popular entrant, because it's a lot cheaper to run than a full-on car. It's cheaper to buy, and then obviously lower fuel consumption, less tires, not as big a motor and all that kind of stuff. They only run sort of at about 135 kilometers an hour. Our car, I think, is geared to just short of 170 kilometers an hour, but it is also restricted, so maybe you could run a bit faster. Then there were also the trucks that were at scrutineering. Now the trucks, I don't know, I have a passion for these machines. I mean, they are these big monsters. They're really, really incredible pieces of kit, and they go at an absolute pace. And when you hear them start up, or you hear one running past, I mean, the sound of them is just absolutely awesome. The trucks also, there's two sort of sections to the trucks. There's the guys that are seriously in the race, so they are the front running trucks, and they sort of racing like we are racing. And then there's a second bunch of these trucks where the back has been converted into a storage area, and you can rent space in the back. And we did it when we came in 2018. You paid sort of 500 grand, and you could have extra stuff, extra spares in that you couldn't carry in your race car. And should you break down in the stage, they would come to your rescue, and they would help you, and then they would sacrifice their day's race, and they would also tow you in. So the backs of them are quite different. There's the ones that are those space frame open area just with a canvas. They're the fast racing trucks, and I'll do another video maybe a bit later, one evening or something like that, wander around and go and have a look at the trucks in a little bit more detail, because they're quite epic machines, and he says you'll be sort of going flat out and having over some bumpy terrain, and you look to your side, and here comes this huge big monster coming careering past you. They just don't let off. These oaks are helmet, and they go like bats out of hell there. So the scrutineering process was, you get in the queue, they come through, they check all the basic elements on the car, seat belts, this, that you got your tow ropes and all that kind of stuff, and then you move forward into the second stage, where they go into the more detailed thing, checking restrictors, checking that everything's wired correctly, checking that the VIN number matches, etc., etc. These oaks, they go over it with a fine tooth comb. So after a bit of a wait, they finished with the whole speed cars, and we moved into the final area where they did all the final checks and balances on the cars. Once again, it was just paperwork, this, that, check, double check, everything like that. Have we done this, have we done that? And from there we had to head off to the admin area, where we had to also have 101 checks done. That was all the paperwork. Have we paid for it? Have we paid for everything? Have we had the area track installed? Have we done this? Have we done that? So it's been an admin intensive day today, but the car's cleared scrutineering, and I think we now just sort of getting anxious to go racing. It's been days sitting around doing all kinds of crap, and I think Henny's getting very keen to get in the car and give it horns.